a Hearthstone adventure!
Hello everybody and welcome back to Blackrock Mountain! Today we are starting a new wing. That's right, we are starting a new wing. And today we are doing it with a chamois deck. So this chamois deck is very much spells, and you will see why in a bit, because the Gadgetzan Auctioneer and the hero ability the enemy has is really good combination, because you Gadgetzan into doing loads of spells that cost nothing, and then you draw a shit ton of cards where you can bring out the Ancestor's Call, bring out Malagos, and deal a ton of damage with all those 0 mana spells. So let's get in here. Omnotron Defense System. Now he's hard if you don't get the exact draw. I'm just going to put it that way, and you need to know when and when not to play cards. So I wanted to mulligan Gadgetzan Auctioneer or something like Malagos, and just I think the silence one was pretty awesome as well. Earthshock, that's it. So he brings out a 2/2 which buffs your spells by 2. All spells, okay, which is pretty awesome, and you want to try and keep that out for as long as you possibly can. If you can keep it alive, then awesome. So I use the earth rock thingy mapooper onto the 2/2, and yes, Yolog Swaggins. So our lightning bolt actually does 5 damage, which is pretty awesome. So we can just take out that 4/4 straight away, and the 4/4's ability is to deal 1 damage to all minions at the end, no, at the start of his turn, I think it is. So you're going to want to take that out before he ends up killing off his 2/2. Now we can do Feral Spirit, and he's stupid enough to actually throw his things into it. So it's kind of annoying, because if you do Feral Spirit, he might throw his 2/2 into one of the taunts, even though he doesn't need to, like that. So he's ridiculously awful. So I actually made it, well, it was kind of a mistake, but yeah, so he threw his guy into that, and it was really annoying. But we have Earthshock to be able to take out the 2/1 Mech Warper, and we've got other cards that we can use later on, which is pretty awesome. So we've got Overload 2, meaning that we couldn't... Oh no, Overload 2's gone, so we can put down the Gadgetzan, and we can start churning out and drawing a shite ton of cards. So we can do the Wind Fury on there. I think it may have been a better idea to do it onto the Magic Totem, because then we could have done the Rock Biter onto the Totem, and then we could have got a Wind Fury or something, and then it could have attacked twice with the Rock Biter. But there was a big taunt in the way, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. So we keep on using these spells. We want to use the oh god, that one, the red one. The shock one. Oh god, I'm so bad with names. We want to leave that until later on and last of them, because we're going to be using spells that cost overload, and if we have a way of getting rid of that overload later on, then ideal. So we get rid of the overload, and then we can keep on using stuff as well, which is pretty sweet. So that Ancestor's Call is going to be used for Malagos, but because we don't have any mana, we're going to leave it this turn, so that next turn we can deal a shite ton of damage with Malagos. So we've frozen his 6/6, and he's getting 8/8. Then that 8/8 deals 2 damage to anyone that plays a spell card. So each time you play a spell card, you lose 2 health, which is kind of annoying, and it's very frustrating. So I got out the 2 Gadgetzans by doing the Death Rattle thingy combo, and got out Malagos. But with the 2 Gadgetzans, you're going to actually draw a lot of cards, but it's a good thing and a bad thing, because you might actually go into fatigue and end up dying, which isn't ideal. I think we had lethal though, I'm pretty sure we had lethal. So we go into the Crackles, they can deal a lot of damage. I think it's safe to say it's a lot of damage, even without his 2/2 on the board. So that Hex can be quite helpful as well. So the Hex would have been quite good on the 8/8, but I kept on going because I'm a tit. Let's keep on going. Lava Shock has been discarded, which is really annoying. But we have lethal, and that is absolutely fantastically glorious. So if you don't have the combo, if you don't draw the right cards, you aren't going to be able to do it. But you need to do this combo. If you get the combo and you manage to draw into the correct cards, then it is a piece of piss. You can kill him turn 6 or 7, probably. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you found this helpful. See you later, guys. Bye!